Edgar was beautiful, affectionate, and sweet. Despite being pot-bellied, he was extremely fast and apparently committed to keeping at least part of himself in direct contact with the litter box at all times. What I'd forgotten about kittens is that they are disgusting. They're either completely oblivious to the unsanitary conditions of the litter box, or they just don't care that they're covered in urine and feces. Before you can catch them with a wipe, they launch themselves across the room like biohazards on 4 legs. Edgar was particularly good at this. To keep him safe from Boof, we had Edgar confined to my bathroom for the time being. She's not a mean dog, but she is an Aussie, which means her enthusiasm can occasionally feel life-threatening if you are a 3.5-pound kitten. Introductions were slow, and we had this goal of keeping everybody alive, so we had to arrange it very carefully. I understood why this was necessary, but I really would have liked to have my bathroom back. Edgar wasn't just some stinky kitten. He was tangled up with old memories, too. 16 years earlier, I went with my mama to pick up Mr. Darcy at the airport. He was my first rag doll. My emotions were getting the better of me. Edgar, meanwhile, was busy turning my bathroom into his own personal throne room. I grew up with cats and kittens all my life. I even tamed feral ones. I would come home scratched up and bitten, much to my mother's horror. But it never bothered me one bit. "You could end up with cat scratch fever," she'd say. I took that as a challenge. I am to this day a self-proclaimed cat whisperer, and I have impressed my husband on more than one occasion by spotting a cat from half a mile away. All cats are wonderful, of course, but ragdolls are something special. So there I was, trying to keep this precious little cocoa-colored angel alive, settled, and properly introduced to the household, while also chasing him around with wipes. I might have lost my mind a little bit. Mr. Darcy was unimpressed with the new kitten, obviously. He was cranky, even though he was still receiving all the love he could possibly get. Edgar was absolutely determined to win him over. Every chance he got, he would bounce up to Mr. Darcy with all the energy he could muster. It was as if he was saying, "Hi, I'm Edgar. We're best friends now. Want to play? Want to cuddle? Want to groom each other later? Why are you hissing at me? Where are you going? Can I come?" Meanwhile, he would just rub all over Mr. Darcy, circling him and purring, like approval might be granted if he just kept trying hard enough. Darcy remained deeply unconvinced. Boof also required careful handling. She didn't want to hurt him, but she was so excited whenever she saw him. And when you only weigh 3.5 pounds, an excited dog feels more like a fire-breathing dragon than a friend. So, Edgar remained in the porcelain throne room while I tried to maintain the house, keep that kitten clean, and soothe his tiny feelings. And also admire him properly. He was wearing me out. And yet, every morning, before anyone else was awake, Edgar had this little ritual that I couldn't resist. I would sit on the floor, and he would climb into my lap, purring like a motor and kneading the blanket with complete and utter devotion. The manipulative little heartbreaker. Those mornings felt quiet and sacred in their own strange little way, before he resumed his regular campaign of chaos. It was just me and this tiny, fuzzy little creature who had already made himself completely at home in my heart. He was wonderful. He was affectionate and completely and utterly exhausting. He He kept me on my toes. It was like he was a newborn, only faster and armed. I was smitten.